Hi guys, thank you so much for joining. It's Donnell and I'm here with a very important video that I think everyone can benefit from, especially if you are thinking about locking your hair, so stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so I have 5 things that you definitely need to know before you lock your hair. And number 1 is know why you're starting this journey. Know your reason and make sure you're clear on that, because sometimes we do things and we don't really think about like why we're doing it. We just act on impulse and do it, and then when things don't really work out the way that we wanted them to, we're hurt, shocked, surprised, disappointed. So I think that once you realize why you're doing this, then that'll actually help you get through your journey, especially during those really rough times when things just seems like they're just not working out. So number 2, know what look you're going for. So when I say what look, I mean there's different types of locks. There's different types of ways to start your locks. And these different ways will affect how your locks look once they actually mature and start to grow. So if you know that you want that very manicured look where you can see your scalp all the time, you want every hair to be wrapped up into the lock and not out of place, then I would say that like a comb coil starting method may be the best for you. Also, there's some people that may want their hair to be more natural, just free flowing, looking like it's just doing what it wants to do, and they're comfortable with that, and that's the look that they want. Then I would say, well, maybe you should think about just free forming your locks and letting your locks just literally form on their own freely. Some of you may want half free form, but half manicured. Like me, I was kind of in the middle because I wanted to be able to do a lot of different styles, and I felt at the time that I needed to have more locks in order to make my hair go into these different styles. And it wasn't until later on into the journey that I realized you can actually still do a lot of styles if you have less locks. So I actually did mine with the 2-strand twist method, and all of my locks are not the same size, which I'm okay with because my hair is not the same texture throughout my head. And I like that look. Like I'm okay with that. I really didn't want the look of comb coil locks. They do look very pretty. Like I do admire them on people. Number 3, this one is so important, and this one I learned the hard way, which is know your scalp. Know what your scalp needs. Recognize and identify if your scalp has an issue and try to resolve that issue before you start your locks. Because once you start your locks and then you realize, oh man, I have an issue, and then you have to use certain shampoos and creams to help treat your issue, trust me, it's just such a headache and it's annoying. I had to do this, and I felt like it was kind of altering with the beginning of my journey because I had to wash my hair with this really drying and stripping prescribed shampoo for my scalp, because my scalp would just flare up. And if you guys don't know, for those that don't know, I do suffer from seborrheic dermatitis. I do have eczema everywhere else. And for the most part, I don't really have like flare-ups like that now that I'm an adult, but I used to have them a lot as a child. And while I was in loose natural, I suffered from it in my scalp, which is the seborrheic dermatitis. But I didn't know that that's what it was. I just thought I had dry, itchy scalp. And I thought maybe it was the products that I was using, whatever, that's a long story. But for those that want to start your lock journey, please get to know your scalp before. And number 4, know what products to use and what products not to use on your locks. Not everything is supposed to go on locked hair, because you know, you can have a hard time rinsing it out, washing it out. It can cause product buildup, which you don't want. And number 5, unfortunately, this is reality for some people, and that is that you may lose friends and supporters during your lock journey. Not everyone respects everyone else's decisions, especially when it comes to their image and their look, and some people, for whatever reason, may feel embarrassed by your hair choice, your hairstyle choice, which really doesn't make any sense and says a lot about those people. But just know that this journey requires for you to be really strong mentally, emotionally, and it's just good to kind of have that heads up. So that's why I added it as my number 5. So I hear my baby crying. He's back. So I will actually end this here. I just wanted to share those 5 things that you guys really need to know before the journey starts. And I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. If you feel like this video will be helpful to someone, please share it. I appreciate all of you and all of your support. I thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later.